are live. There we go. What are you gonna say?
I have streamed on YouTube, and it's always like weird. You have to set up the stream first, and then you got to go live.
Yeah. Make a thumbnail. Like it's basically like making a video. I know.
Yeah.
That is the one thing about Twitch. I was like, man, streaming on YouTube kind of sucks. This is a lot of work. Streaming on Twitch, you literally just make a title and roll, man. You don't got to do anything.
That's right.
Way easier.
Well, if you guys are watching this stream after the fact, what's up? We're going to get to the live podcast recording in a few minutes here. But in the meantime, we'll do a little filter in while people come into the stream. And what's up, John? Johnny? Johniibo? All the names. I'll just say all of them, if that's okay.
Yeah, like, there's no name that you could call me that I'm like, don't call me that.
Yeah. What's up, Power Man?
The whole time, it's fine. Yo, Power Man, what's up?
Let me send these Discord noties out.
Cool. Yeah, I was actually talking to Geeb about that. Was that today or yesterday? About starting to stream on Twitch again. I think I'm going to go back to streaming on Twitch. I don't know. Streaming in general right now is just like, I don't know where to do it. I don't know where the best place to do it. You know where I want to do it? I want to do it on a platform and TikTok. That's really what I want to do. I feel like live streaming on TikTok is something that is actually helpful.
It's kind of like the Wild West though over there.
Yeah,
like you get some wild content.
I'm with it. I'm all about it. Wild West. Yeah. I'm all about it. As soon as I get to 1,000 followers over there, I'm gonna do it. I'll be wherever I'm streaming. I'll be streaming there too. I'm only at what? Let me look. I think like 200. Oh nope, 351. We're killing it over there.
It's just really one video. You just need one video, and then it could.
Yeah.
Kick it
and
off.
The problem is I
some trolling videos about how Tears of the Kingdom is the best game of all time.
There you go. Oh, don't you worry. I'm gonna be asking you about all that stuff. I got it all lined up. I'm gonna pick your brain about how to get my my TikTok off the ground. That's why you're here. You're here to coach me. You're here to coach me in TikTok.
The TikTok coach.
So I gotta. My rate is. I'll send you my rate later.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine.
What's up, Felix? What's up, Aiden? How we doing, guys? What's up, Ty?
KG.
Ty, I won't speak for Drip, but I do believe he's getting the Nitro deck in the mail pretty soon. Is that right?
Yes, it's on the way. This showed up today, by the way. The Ronin from Satisfy. Yeah. This showed up.
First impressions?
It's good. I mean, it feels like the other one, sort of. I don't know. I mean, the videos, I'm probably gonna do the video on it tomorrow or the next. There's not a whole lot to talk about, man. It's got some, I don't know. It's got some issues that every grip that's dockable has, and it's got some weird stuff. But other than that, I mean, it's basically just a Satisfy grip. It feels exactly the same. I mean, it's
still that wonky thing where like the right side is further. Yeah, it does.
It does.
I don't like that. I don't either.
I don't either.
I'm the only one.
Seems like, why don't you like that? It's there for a reason. I'm like, I understand it's there for a reason. I just don't like it. And looking at it.
Have you tried the Skull Candy grip?
Oh, the Skull and Co stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, Skull and Co. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Skull and Co.
Oh yeah.
That stuff. That's what I like. That's my jam.
Yeah, me too. That's what I use basically every day. I mean, these are cool. When it comes to the grips, like, that's it. It's Skull and Co and Satisfy, no question. But honestly, I don't know what it's just. I know that this side sticks out further than this side, and it hurts my. I can't do it. I'm like, I can't even look at it.
I had a Satisfy grip, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the feeling isn't that bad. It's not really the feeling that gets me. It's more. It's in my head, honestly. It's just the fact that I know they're different, and I'm like, it's not even. I can't.
It doesn't bother me. Cool. I prefer it for some reason.
When these things actually come out, though.
Excuse me.
I do need to do some research on that. But I mean, it's basically, I mean, it's the same thing as the other one. It's just they've basically taken the shape of the Neo grip.
Yeah. Is it flimsy like the Neo grip?
Yeah. Maybe even a little bit more flimsy, actually. I don't have the Neo grip.
I guess they have to do that because to make it dockable, they have to thin out the plastic. I understand that. It still bothers me though that that's the thing. One of the other things I love about the Satisfy grip is how it's how firm and premium it feels to me. Like it's not like I pick up the Skull & Co. and it's cool that you could take off the grips on the Skull & Co. But then it adds more hollowness and more moving parts that doesn't make it feel good to me. I'm just weird about that. I like good plastic. I don't know. That's all. That's the only
fact that you can change everything. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
I think the one I got one for the original Switch, and they only had the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee set.
Oh yeah,
it was the brown and yellow. Like, oh, man, this is gross. I don't want the pee and poo handles.
Oh, I never thought about it like that, and now I'll never unsee that. Damn.
So then when the OLED came out, I got the OLED version, and it just had the white grips, and those are much nicer. Much nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, that's my favorite. I mean, these are nice. These are very nice, and I'm very thankful that they sent this over because now I get to do a video on it.
That's right, and then you'll just give it to me because you're gonna hate it.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. They gave me the case with it too. I meant to ask you that. Geeb, do you have the slim case for the Satisfy thing?
No, I have the big chunky one.
Okay. Because I got the slim case, and I don't have an older slim case here, but this one has the little, the little pop outs, like the help me out here.
I don't know.
For the sticks, the little indents for the sticks and stuff, like the Tom Talk cases have.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
For the case? Tom Talk cases. Have those little holes for the sticks to go in.
Oh, you're talking not a product. You're talking about in the case itself. It has indents, so it protects the sticks.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. What you talking about?
This slim case has it, but I can't remember if the old one did or not. I don't think it did. I don't know.
Does Tom Talk make a slim case? I thought they not Tom Talk. Skull & Co. Are you talking about Skull & Co?
No, I'm talking about Satisfy.
Satisfy. There's too many names of these products.
Yes, I have it. It's
Satisfy. Here. I know they made the big chunky case, but did they?
They made a slim case then too. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
I'm not sure if this is the same though.
I know they have a new slim case with like new colors and stuff. I think, right?
Brown and yellow were my high school colors. Holy hell.
That sucks.
Yeah. Sorry, KG.
So Spirit Day, you're just rocking pee and poop. I will never unsee that.
Yeah, you never thought about that when that Switch came out? Everybody called those Joy-Con the pee and poo.
I didn't hear anybody say that, and now I'll never. I will never not hear to see that when I look at it.
What's up, dude? Demasta, how you doing, dude? We got an Alex sighting, Drip Switch Corner. What's up, man? In the house.
Yo.
I might anger that person.
Was that?
Alex, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anger him.
Yeah. Alex he's the easiest to set off. He thinks I'm the easiest to set off, but you can set him off pretty easy. All you gotta tell him is that his hair's ugly.
Hey now, that's not nice. His hair is nice.
I mean, listen, at least he's got hair, okay? I can speak about anybody's hair. I have the pass because I have.
He's talking about Detective Pikachu. That is an ugly looking game. We'll talk about that too. I'm sure we'll get into that.
Probably. I'm sure we're gonna talk about lots of ugly games on the Switch.
Since the patch, it's a lot better. I'm sorry. There's just no way you're gonna get me to buy Mortal Kombat on the Switch for $70. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, though.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I know.
Because I don't think
I bought it for one reason, and it worked out. It paid off.
Yeah, sure did.
That's true. Yeah. See, yeah, that time's come and gone for me. It's not gonna help me anyway. It's not gonna help me at all.
Unfortunately, that's why we're getting a Switch Pro next week, right?
Next week?
Yeah, next week.
Sure.
When did they announce? They announced NX on like the 16th of October, I think.
Yeah.
Or the 19th.
Yeah,
when they announced that.
I think so.
It was like a October and then a big thing in what, January, and then March it was out. Let's do it again. I'm with it. We need it bad. We need it bad. We'll talk about that too. I'm gonna put that in here. We do need to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's right, everybody. Switch 2. We're gonna talk more about the Switch 2.
Everyone unsubscribes.
It wouldn't be a Nintendo conversation without it.
You're right. We have to talk about it. All right, I added it to the list. If I can work it in somewhere, which I'm sure that's gonna be so easy. We're talking about games that look like shit. Of course we can talk about the Switch 2. Perfect.
By the way, guys, as we're hanging out, chilling before we get to the recording here, this is just one more time here for the people who just hopping in. This is Johniibo. He's got a YouTube channel. I got his link. His link is down below. You're on TikTok as well.
Yep.
Got a huge presence over there. He's everywhere. Johniibo. Go check him out.
I was gonna say you don't have the pre-show sign up, but you do.
I do. It's
Good
tiny.
job. My bad.
Yeah, it's up there in the corner.
Yep, that's on me. I apologize.
Also, guys, if you don't mind, while you're chilling watching the pre-show, can you guys like the stream and help us out, get it pushed to the peoples on the interwebs who like content that is this.
Here's some good info. Switch Pro XL 5K OLED will be announced next week. My best friend's uncle's cousin is a janitor at Nintendo HQ. So you've heard it here first, folks. There it is.
That's been my favorite running joke we've had as of recently.
I like that
5K
one.
OLED? Dang.
Oh yeah, 5K Switch Pro XL. It's gonna be sick.
My friend's uncle's cousin is a janitor who knows the seamstress of the floor
The
tiles.
guys who make the costumes for the characters at Universal Studios in Nintendo Land, right?
Right, and then one of those guys married.
And they heard Mario talking about it. So if Mario's talking about it, we know
That's right.
clearly that confirmed. It's true.
Foldable.
My one goal in like content creation is to become somebody that people think is an insider. I don't want to be an insider. I just want people to think that I'm an insider.
Just start saying stuff, man. I've made plenty of videos about that. Listen, you can be the biggest leaker ever. All you got to do is just say
hit once.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. And then whenever one of them's right, there you go. There it is. Like I said, exactly how I said it.
I say the Drip, you and I, we make a burner account that we share.
And just post.
And just post random shit. Only the people in our immediate community here is gonna know that that's what we're doing. And
I've honestly thought about
it. And it's totally a fake. You're not signing NDAs and breaking them or nothing. We're just talking about making shit up and tweeting it.
There's who did it? Somebody made a fake account just to be a fake leaker.
Oh yeah, somebody did do that. Who did it?
You talking about the guy on YouTube who recently got caught like a year ago or so?
Yeah, but I mean, he did it like as an experiment just to see.
He
wasn't really caught. He outed himself.
Okay, I didn't hear about this guy.
John Cartwright? I think that was.
Oh wait.
Yes, that's who it was.
Isn't John Cartwright? He's the formerly Nintendo Life, now of Good Vibes. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, he's the one that did it. That's right.
Yep.
Interesting.
So it's not that original anymore. I'm gonna do it anyway.
No.
Yeah. I'm still all about it.
There is a guy.
I just want to get something stupid I said published somewhere huge.
Yeah.
And then be like, no, actually.
I wonder what that feels like.
Yeah, like I okay, but what you okay, yeah, okay. 60% of the time it works every time. As far as Nintendo leaks.
That's actually a good point by Primitive Pug. That Drip, you should do that as a video. You should make your experiment, make it into a video. Not that it's totally original, but what is these days? Just that'd be interesting. Your experience with trying to make a burner account,
just document the whole thing.
Yeah,
okay, listen, there's 12 people here right now, so listen. Shh. We don't tell anybody, because that is a good idea. Maybe I will. That would actually be pretty funny.
We're not big enough. It doesn't matter. No one cares.
That's what I'm saying. But for the 12 that are here, let's just so I'm talking about it.
All right. Well, friends, I believe. Let me see here. Where we at? Oh yeah, we can get this party started if you like. Get the recording started.
Yeah, let me turn the music down for you guys.
Very good. So Drip has music over there. Just so you know, Johnny, I'll control like the podcast intro music. So you're gonna hear nothing, and nothing will change with your eyes. You're just gonna hear me start saying the intro, and then just go with it. Okay. Just so you're not confused of why suddenly I'm talking about an intro and I paused for 15 seconds.
I've done this before. I know how it works.
Okay. Just don't want to catch you off guard. Because somebody here likes to interrupt my intros intentionally or unintentionally.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I can't tell you how many times there's a sniffle in an intro. I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, no, wait, well, I forgot. Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. I'm going to go back to this scene real fast. Which one is it? This we go. I forgot to take down the pre-show sign. So to prevent an issue, I'm going to take down the pre-show sign. And here we go.
So I need to be quiet now, right?
Go fuck yourself. Sorry. This podcast was brought to you by Uncle Geeb Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the Geeb podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is host Drip Media Gaming and special guest Johniibo. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere you can find a podcast. You can also watch our video podcast over on youtube.com/DripGeeb, and you can become a member of this podcast to get extra content every single month. Drip, how you doing? But before you answer, we have a friend. We have a new special guest to introduce.
We do.
Everybody, welcome to Johniibo. Thank you, Drip. Perfect. I didn't even have to ask you on that one. You can find Johniibo in his links down below. Check him out on TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. Makes Nintendo Switch content. You've probably seen his face out there, just like I have. But how you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, happy to have you here.
Our pleasure. Now, I guess I'll start off like this. We met over Twitter, over a Twitter exchange that one of our, I guess, mutual, fans of our content just kind of like added both of us, like, hey, you should come on this podcast. And you were just like, sure, I like Nintendo. I didn't see it for a few days later because I'm really bad keeping up with the Twitter or X, whatever it is.
And I'm not even, I don't think I'm on our account at all. So
yeah,
definitely your fault.
So it was a couple days later. I was like, oh, let me check this guy out. And I was like, oh, I've seen this guy before. I've seen his face plenty of times. In fact, there was, I'll say this. You said when we were talking earlier, you said, Johnny, that there was a video you had in mind that you think that the one that I saw. I'm kind of curious what video that was.
I don't know if this is the one that you saw, but this is the one that I hope you didn't see.
Okay.
Oh yes, this is the one I want to hear about, actually. Yeah.
All right, so this is probably like two years ago now. I went viral for the wrong reason. I said piracy is bad. And man, people just ripped me a new one.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. But I probably...
It's
piracy is bad.
It's not the right thing to do, but it is fucking awesome. I mean,
sometimes
it's nice.
Sometimes, Johnny, you just can't. I'm sure you've learned this over the years. You just can't tell people the truth sometimes because they get upset.
I learned it that day. That as soon as I posted that, I learned that I should not say piracy is bad.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
Oh, it was immediate. It
really? Just instantly.
Like instant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting, people are, if you know TikTok, people are stitching all the time, and it was brutal. I couldn't I was afraid to look at these like stitches and comments. There was one that was like really good. I forget what his name was, but he like made this whole feel about him being a pirate, and like we were like I was his first-hand mate, and I betrayed him.
Oh, I'm going to go searching for that after this podcast because I have to see that. That is hilarious.
Like I said, to this day, like it's been 2 years, I think, and people still remember. Even like we'll talk about Mortal Kombat thing that happened, but the tweet that like went viral, it wasn't me, it was somebody else. In the first response I saw on there was, "Isn't this the guy that said piracy is bad?"
So
Man,
awesome.
Like,
brutal,
it's 2
brutal.
years ago. Get over it.
Yeah, mine wasn't quite that. I think my first one that was like that, where people just really ripped me one, it wasn't even fair. It wasn't even fair. I got a pair of like those oversized Joy-Cons from Binbach, and I was one of the first videos out because I got, as soon as I saw them, somebody put it in the Discord, like, oh, look at these, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool, and I got them, and I hated them, and I ripped on them. I was like, these are cheap. I bought them off Amazon, and I'm sending them back. And then Spawnwave did a video like a week later. My video didn't really do much at all, but Spawnwave did a video on him, and he liked him. So immediately, people start getting, my video in their algorithm, and they came to my comments section like, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, all right, fine, cool. I'm an idiot. But man, that went on for a while. But it did get that video some very good views.
Yeah,
so
see,
I do
that's
thank
the thing,
Spawnwave
like,
for that.
Like, get engagement, or
Yeah, I mean,
I wish that one didn't go viral. I wish that one, like, everybody just forgot about, didn't go viral. But
Hey, listen, any
it's
press
out there.
is good press, even if, like, I think that's a good thing as much as, like also, what you said was not, like, incorrect. Like, it's not a great thing
It doesn't
to pirate,
matter. It
to
doesn't
pirate
matter.
stuff. It's one thing to, like, I feel like maybe people miss the point there with, like, what emulation is and what piracy is. Like, piracy is not emulation. Emulation is just, like, emulating, theoretically, things that you already own, which is still technically not legal. I don't know what even legal is in that regard, but...
okay, I have a question. Quick question.
Yeah.
There's like 6,000 games on that arcade machine back there. Is that piracy?
As 1,000% piracy.
Okay, well then,
Yeah, but
ahoy,
like,
matey.
how hard is it?
Arrgh. I'm on board.
I want to
Let's
give
do
some
it.
context as to what, like, spurred this whole video in the first place. So it was 2 years ago. It was when Metroid Dread came out, and when Kotaku made that article on how to emulate Metroid Dread.
Oh
right,
yeah,
right.
I remember that. Yeah, I do
And
remember.
then
that.
I'm like, we could all. I think I said something. I framed it. I know how to get engagement, and I did it wrong this time. But I said, can we all agree that piracy is bad? And nobody agreed.
Absolutely not. We
No,
cannot.
You're an idiot.
The amount of dumb things I've said over the course of this podcast, it's just like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I'm typically somebody who doesn't care in general what you think of me, because I know who I am as a person. So if you think I'm nefarious, that's your prerogative.
You said that was 2 years ago, right?
That was 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so was that on TikTok or YouTube?
It was on TikTok.
How long
So
have you been
when
on
did you
TikTok?
actually start like content creation in general,
So-
like everything?
So my name is Johniibo, clearly off of Amiibo. So I started pretty much when Amiibo came out, but I didn't take it that seriously until 2020. Then I
Okay,
went.
so
I
we're
went pretty
talking like
hard
the
on,
Wii U era, right?
Yeah, Wii U, end of. Yeah. So I started when Amiibo was the thing. I did Twitter for a bit, and I had a YouTube channel, but it wasn't pretty. But then when TikTok came around, everything just started hitting. For some reason, I'm good at with like 15 seconds to keep people's attention for 15 seconds, but not 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that a lot.
You give some tips, because I ain't so good at doing those short videos as of yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
so-
started about then, and then TikTok is like, would you say that's like your main platform? Like that's the top one that you worry about the most?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one where I have the largest following. I would really I'm trying to convert over to YouTube. I have a pretty decent following on YouTube too, but TikTok, there's not much money in it.
Yeah.
Right.
And YouTube, you could make more money.
Yeah.
That sounds like I'm only doing it for
Well,
the money.
no, but I mean that's when you put as much time into it as you have to put into it to do it the correct way. I mean, you kind of need to be paid for it because it takes a long time. So I mean, I don't disagree with you there. I mean, yeah, you're what? You're about 30,000 on YouTube, right?
30,000 on YouTube, yeah.
184K on TikTok.
Yep.
Killing it, man.
And
okay,
what,
so now
1.7
big
billion
question is-
views, and
so that's about how long it took. We know how long it took. So how often do you post on TikTok? Are you posting every day?
I try to post every day, at least once a day. And then so
I respect the hell out of you. I just wanted to let you know. Because I tried
they're
that.
not like high quality. Well, most of them are not high quality. They're just very stupid, 15 seconds long. But then I decided like last summer, that I was just going to post YouTube shorts every day at the same time. Because I'm doing the TikTok already, so why not just put it on YouTube shorts? And I had a bunch blow up on there. Like I have a video on YouTube that I think has more views than anything I have on TikTok.
Is it a short?
It's a short. Yeah, it has 7.2 million views, I think.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what it's about?
Yeah.
It's about Joy-Con drift.
Is
I'm making fun of...
Is it the one where you took your Zelda Joy-Cons and you tossed them in the trash can?
Well, that's one of them, but I don't think that's the one.
Because
I have done that.
Because I saw that YouTube short. Because I watch YouTube shorts. I don't do the TikTok because I don't know. I'm scared. But I
scared.
I don't know. Whatever. But
it's fine. It's fine.
YouTube,
Be scared.
YouTube's
It's fine.
I don't
afraid.
know. But yeah, no. So I saw you throw them in the trash can. I was like, I got angry. I'm like, dude, don't ruin your Skyward Sword specialist and Joy-Con for a bit. What are you doing?
It was worth it.
It made me angry, and then I kept sawing your face pop up on my feed after I watched a few of your
and you were
shorts.
just so angry, so angry.
Like this motherfucker.
Those damn
Joy-Con. That's how I people hate watch me. That's the
yes, motherfucker. Oh, let me just like this video so he stays in my algorithm.
And
damn him.
Another place that I saw you was I was watching Beat 'em Ups. And I'm sure you already know.
Oh yeah. He reacted to one of my TikToks.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but I just remember again. I was like, that motherfucker. It's that motherfucker with those Joy-Cons in the trash can, and he's getting clout for Beat 'em Ups.
No, I said it was 7 seconds. It was games I regret buying on the Nintendo Switch, and then like a clip to me saying none. They're all perfect. So
that's good.
It's I have this weird way of being able to get engagement. I kind of know what people are gonna react to.
Yeah,
that's something I still have not figured
out. That's a skill.
out.
That's a skill.
That is a skill I need to learn.
We try every week. We tried it. What can we talk about that's gonna piss off the least amount of people and get people to react and want to click on the video?
I think that's where we're messing up.
For an hour.
Just go full shill. Go full Nintendo shill.
Well, if you look at the history of our thumbnails, it's getting more clickbaity as we go because like it's a hard game.
It's the nature of the beast.
It's a fine line to cross. Like, you know, you're not trying to trick people, but you're trying to get people to want to click, but you don't want to lie. So you don't want to tell lies, but it's like sometimes you want to bend the truth, which can be a lie.
I don't think it matters anymore. It doesn't matter what my YouTube. Doesn't matter what my thumbnail has in it. Doesn't matter what my title is. At this point, there's at least one person in my comments that just says, clickbait. I'm like, dude, it literally says this is a review of this controller. That's what the video is. Tell me, like, how is this clickbait? People, I think they just want to get you pissed. Like, 'cause I try not to react, but I want to just be like, how? Tell me how. That's bullshit. And you know it's bullshit.
Yeah, you just got to stop reading comments. It's,
Yeah, at that point, I'm just like, no, just walk away. It's fine. They're doing this on purpose. They're trying to hurt you. Just stay away. It's fine.
So how long have you been doing it? You said you got more serious in 2020, but how long have you been posting content?
Probably since Amiibo came out, so like 2014. So it's been about 9 years.
Yeah, that's math. I mean, it's not crazy long. Obviously, there's been people on YouTube a lot longer, but I mean, would you say were you doing Nintendo content as well, or were you just kind of doing a mixed bag?
I was doing Nintendo content for the most part. I was like, the way I started is I just made like silly videos on YouTube. I did like unboxing videos. They weren't high quality. They weren't great. And then I saw some growth in streaming on YouTube. I streamed on YouTube for a couple of years.
Interesting.
Playing like Splatoon, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, doing all that stuff.
Back when, what was that like 20? Is that 2014? Are you talking about, or is that like when
it was probably
streaming?
Might have been like 20. It was 2017 because
That's still
I
very
remember
early.
I was streaming I was streaming like Splatoon, like the original Splatoon, and then I streamed Splatoon 2 like when it released at midnight.
Right.
So I was definitely streaming on YouTube back then. Then I like fell off of YouTube, went over to Mixer.
Oh yeah, I forgot, dude. I forgot that was a thing.
Microsoft, right? That was Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah. So when Ninja went over to Mixer, I'm like, Mixer it'll be all right. Maybe I'll get in early. I got there. There was no audience for Nintendo at all. So I switched to like playing Fortnite. I hate it myself.
Oh, don't hate yourself for that. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Fortnite is awesome.
Says the Fortnite addict.
I mean, I do like Fortnite. Fortnite's fun to play, but I hate it making content about it.
Yeah, I get that. It's not something I need to be making content about, but every once in a while I fall into that trap.
I had a very I won't say their name, but I streamed on Twitch around 2020 to 2022, like every single week, and somebody told me, a well-respected member of the community was like, listen man, I know that you have fun playing Fortnite on stream. It's not fun to watch. it's fun for you to have fun, but it's not fun to watch. And I respected his opinion. I was like, you know what, man, you're right. you're absolutely right. And I don't stream really at all these days besides podcasts, but I also don't stream Fortnite anymore because it's fun with the bros. It's not fun for the audience necessarily.
But I mean, I don't know if I regret, but I probably would be in a different spot if I stuck with Fortnite, because I made Fortnite content on TikTok for a bit, and some of those videos blew up. I probably, I could have like 1 million followers if I was doing Fortnite all these years.
Right. Oh yeah.
But I would hate myself. So I just like, you know what? I like Nintendo. I'm just going to stick with Nintendo.
I think it's the way to go. I think
you made the right decision. I'm still doing well. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So do you stream now at all?
I haven't streamed in a long time, probably like 6 months.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I've streamed a few times, but yeah,
me too.
Like same way.
I don't know. It's not as. I don't feel as fulfilled. I don't know if that's the right word, but I don't feel as accomplished. Like, I'd rather just spend that time making a TikTok or making like a YouTube video.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there either. I do kind of want to get back into streaming. We talked about it a little bit earlier before we hopped on here, but I do want to start streaming again. But like I said, I want to get my streams to where I can do them somewhere and also on TikTok. And you have to have 1,000 followers over there. Like I said, 350, man. I am going, but I don't post. Clearly, I don't post enough. You're posting every day.
Yeah, and that's probably even not as much as people say you should post. Like, I remember when I started, they would say you post like 3 times a day. And I don't even know how you find ideas to do that.
And you know what? Because they're all bad. It's all bad content. That's why people do that. Probably make bad content. If you're posting 3 times a day, every day, every week.
I used to do it on
how do you
have
Instagram,
the ideas? But I mean, I was shooting photos every day, all day for a living. So picking 3 out of the 50 I shot that day, not a big deal. But yeah, like content like that, that's one a day is why. I mean, I give you mad props for 1 a day. Yeah. I could not even imagine 3 of those a day.
I justify it by saying, like, this one video I'll post on YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah.
I've been posting on Reels.
Yeah.
Too. So like, I try to get as much out of it as possible.
Right. Yeah. It's one. Yeah. Yeah. Posting to multiple platforms for sure. It's a smart way to go when you're trying to build,
for sure,
your stuff here.
All right, so I'm gonna put you on the spot. Nintendo, that's your thing, right?
Yep.
Love Nintendo. All right, go. 5 best 5 Nintendo games of all time. Whatever ones you want of all time.
All right. So those have to be in any order?
No, it's fine. Just give me your top 5 in any order you want.
All right, so I'll go with Super Mario Bros. 3.
Love that.
All right.
That's probably my favorite just because of nostalgia. Tears of the Kingdom easily is in there. Super Metroid.
Okay.
These are super basic. So I'm trying to think of one that's not basic.
You're on the spot. It's all good.
Does Resident Evil 4 count? Because that was a GameCube exclusive for a bit.
Yes, I'll give it to you. Yes.
It's your first time. We'll go easy on it. It's your first time on our show. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll go. Oh,
that version. Yes, that version.
I'll go with Smash Ultimate.
Okay.
That's
good.
Yeah, those are basic. I wish I need to think of non-basic ones. I love Metroid. Metroid Dread, phenomenal.
I wouldn't call Tears of the Kingdom basic.
Metroid Dread. That I was lost for 3 hours at one point playing that game, and I was just as happy as I could be. I didn't care. It was like, towards the end, I was like, okay, I do have to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. But man, just the movement in that game, just moving around, is just that game's great. I hope I hope they're already working on the next one.
At what age do you think? At what age do you think that you started getting into Nintendo? Were you a kid?
Oh yeah, I was. This is actually interesting. I was 4 years old when I was 4 years old when I played Super Mario Bros. There's actual like home video footage of me playing, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna toot my own horn. I got reached out to by a news outlet, like a national news outlet, and I was supposed to be on, but they passed me over. But I asked my parents to find home footage of us playing games as a kid, and there was a bunch of me and my sister playing Joe and Mac.
Oh man, Joe and Mac.
Geeb loves Joe and Mac.
I know. I played with my brother, like on the Switch, not back then.
Yeah. We used to play Joe and Mac all the time. I bought the new one. The new one on the Switch.
Yeah. There's like is it a remake or is it just a new game?
I think it's a new game.
Okay.
I think it's called like New Joe and Mac or something.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I remember hearing about it being like,
Love
that's
that.
silly. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I do remember home videos. Though I have a funny story about that. We had some home videos, but it was me and my brother. Do you remember on the NES, they had that pad, but it was for like the track and field game.
Yeah.
And you could like run on it. It's literally me and my brother just laying on the ground, slapping that pad as fast as we could. Like we never actually used it to run, but yeah, I don't even know how old I was. I barely remember that. I had to be at like the same age. Had to be. Yeah.
I never had the NES.
Stuff, man.
My uncle had the NES, so I was playing his. My uncle was a big part of why I got into Nintendo. He would introduce me to a lot of things. He got me Metroid Prime when I was like I would have never played Pikmin or Metroid if it wasn't for him.
Man, yeah, Pikmin's one I never really got into. Metroid, yes. Pikmin seems very stressful. I watched Geeb play it. I'm like, you know what?
The first one is
too much. That's too much stuff for me.
Yeah.
To have on my plate at one time. Not for me.
Go ahead.
The new one, Nintendo fight it. It's much more baby game. It's much easier.
Yes. They make it much more
maybe
easy.
I will play that one then. That sounds good for me. I like that.
The first one is challenging.
Not a baby game.
Yeah, not a baby game.
And so I actually picked up Pikmin 1 and 2 when it dropped on the Switch, Shadow dropped, and I thought it'd be a good idea to stream it, and it was. My channel, like not very big, but I got a lot of traction considering my size of my channel while I was live streaming it that one. Remember, Drip, like someone texted you, like, Geeb's got 100 people in the stream.
I fell asleep. I woke up from a nap. It
was like,
I saw that you went live.
Yeah.
And I hopped in. There was like 60 people. I was like, what the hell is happening?
I had like average like 100
hell.
people, and like I had like 3,000 views on a stream, live views. I was like, what the hell? This is crazy. But anyway, so I learned the very natural, innocent way that Pikmin, while it seems like a cute little cutesy game for babies, and the Pikmin 1 is far from a baby game. It's just,
you looked quite stressed.
It's stressful.
Yeah, Pikmin 1 is
so happy to finish.
Rough. That one's tough. I went back to play when it came out on Switch. I went back to play it, and it's still a great game. Like I think it still holds up today.
Yeah,
but it is not for the that is the Dark Souls of Nintendo games.
I see, and I heard that. I've heard that comment before, like that the exact comparison that it's the Dark Souls of Nintendo games, and I was like, "There's no freaking way, man! It's Pikmin. It's adorable." Like,
did you beat it?
I did end up beating the stream, and I almost you got very upset. I did get very upset. I did get very.
I was gonna say I saw you get very upset several times. If I'm not mistaken.
It's only like a 6-hour game. Like it's a short.
Yeah, it took me like
game.
15 hours. That's why I'm bald now. I pulled all my hair out. It's crazy. Yeah, but no, I had a lot of fun with it. I continued to play Pikmin 2 for a little bit as well. But yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing about me is I didn't get into Nintendo as a kid. I came in later in life with Nintendo. I did have a Game Boy, advanced when when that came out in like the early 2000s. But that's it's interesting to talk to people like you and Drip who have had experience with Nintendo since they were a kid, seeing it all the way through up until now. What would you think? Like, here's a random question for you, put you on the spot. Nintendo moment, Nintendo product, Nintendo game. What is like the best memory that you have with Nintendo? And it's an open-ended, what is the best memory that you have with Nintendo?
My dad was like really cool. And in college, I wanted a Wii. I didn't want a 360. I didn't want a PlayStation 3.
Same.
You wanted to wiggle a little finger around.
Yeah.
Get the waggle.
And I'm like, this how old? I'm like 20 years old at this point. Like, I don't want this Nintendo toy product. And my dad went to Best Buy and he camped out all night, like Black Friday. And I always thought that was really cool. And then growing up as a kid playing with my sister, we played Super Mario World all the time. We played Joe and Mac all the time. Like, just those types of memories have been, I think back at those all the time, and watching those home videos just brought that back. Pokemon was always fun to play with your friends and trade. I remember I got scammed by an older kid. He traded me a Tangela card for a Machamp.
Oh, the Pokemon cards. Scammed. Oh yeah. No. I was heavy in the Pokemon cards back then.
Got played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. It's hard to think like what would be my favorite memory. There's just so much. And even since creating content, I've had a lot of great memories, just like streaming and making videos, and even that piracy video. Like, even though it was horrible, it was still like interesting memories.
Yeah,
it's a great story. It's a wonderful story. Okay, I have one more before we get into the Mortal Kombat stuff. Like I said, I was looking at all your YouTube videos, and one of them stuck out to me, and I wanted to talk to you about it. You said, I think the title of it is something like Tears of the Kingdom ruined every other game for you.
Yes. Yeah.
And I watched the video, and I first want to say that I agree with a lot of the things you said in that video. How you feel about Tears of the Kingdom, and I mean basically Breath of the Wild. The way that it's done is great.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and that was how long ago? 5 months ago?
Yeah.
4 months ago? Okay, and you said something in there that, oh man, it hurt me a little bit. So last night I finally finished Spider-Man Miles Morales because I'm getting ready for Spider-Man 2. I'm really, really excited for Spider-Man 2, and you said you weren't. And it really hurt me. So I'm hoping maybe you've changed your mind. I wonder, this is not Nintendo related, but I'm curious. I'm wondering if your opinion on Spider-Man 2, at least from what you've seen, from what they've showed now that we're about to get it, has your opinion changed on that at all?
No.
No.
But all right. I do have my 19 inches of Venom pre-ordered.
Oh,
so
what?
I am getting it on day one. I know it comes out the same day as Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but I'm getting it day one. And I don't know. So the point of that video, the Tears of the Kingdom video, and Breath of Wild, is the freedom that those games give you. Like, there's no checklist of what you have to do, right? They just plop you in the world, and they're like, do whatever you want. And Breath of Wild, that's why I love Breath of Wild so much. And Tears of the Kingdom just expanded on that. But games like Spider-Man, I probably even talked about Horizon in that video.
Horizon, yeah. I agree with you on that one, though. I could not get into. I've started it. I've got like 4 hours in it, and I can't go back. I need to go back, but I haven't.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, the combat turned me off on that one a little bit, but also just the map and how there's like all this stuff on the map. Even Spider-Man, like, they have the towers that you reveal, and then you could find backpacks. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want that stuff on the map. I know, I think you can turn it off, but it's like, I'd rather just find things like shrines or like the caves in Tears of the Kingdom and just discover it on my own, not really be handcuffed to the linear path that they want you to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially for the story and those other games. I mean, especially the stuff with Sony. Like they are definitely, even their open world games are so story driven. Like I don't think they could get away with even trying to do it like Breath of the Wild.
I don't know.
I don't think it's possible.
I mean, I do love their games. Like Last of Us is a phenomenal game. Uncharted games are really fun. God of War, fantastic. Bloodborne's probably one of my favorite games ever, but that's, From Software. And
Yeah.
Elden Ring did a similar thing. I think I probably talked about that in the video.
You did. Yeah, you did. I was about to bring that up.
Elden Ring has a very open, it's not as open as Breath of the Wild because you have to do certain things in order to progress.
Right.
Whereas Breath of the Wild, you could just go to Ganon. And I don't know if this, I don't know if you guys have tried this for Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. Can you go right to
I have not tried. I would imagine you can. I haven't tried though.
I haven't tried. I do know though you can. You can. You're gonna get wrecked probably. I'm sure that speedrunners have got it down pat. I'm sure they're doing it just fine. But us normal people who don't do nefarious things like that and try to glitch through walls and stuff.
I feel like my combat skills in Tears of the Kingdom are pretty high level.
I mean,
feel like I might be able to do that.
I don't want to get to spoilers for the final battle, but those of you who play the final battle would know how difficult that would be with 3 hearts and no armor. So that would be.
You just have to.
Especially without any sunflower meals.
Or slurry rushes better be. You better be.
Yeah,
you better hit everyone.
That's Dark Souls right there. There's the Dark Souls.
Yeah, I would at least need sunflower. Not sunflower. What's it called? Sunifs.
Well, my question is this: when you go down there, if you can go down there, and you don't go do all the other bosses, are the other bosses down there like it is in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, they come back.
You have to fight all of them down there.
If you didn't do them in the overworld, it happens. The same thing kind of happens with that happened in Breath of the
hell,
Wild.
yeah, that would be wild. 3 hearts, go down there like, oh man.
Yeah.
Now that's something to stream right there.
Yeah, because you have to deal with. I don't want to spoil stuff, but I know you have to deal with gloom. And it's like how do you?
That's what I was saying about the sunflower meals that give you the hearts back.
Yeah.
Like just walking in the wrong. Don't forget about getting hit. Just walking in the wrong spot for a second would take a heart away for temporarily. Like you never get it back.
Just to get there. The trip down there to do what you're supposed to do is treacherous.
Yeah, I had a tough time, and I was like fully I had how many hearts? Like 20 plus hearts, and
I did not.
Upgraded armor and like good weapons. I still struggled a bit. I do feel like I was on the high of Tears of the Kingdom when I made that video.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
No, I was gonna say that I felt the same way after Breath of the Wild. Like, I would have made the same kind of video if I was making content when I play Breath of the Wild. I would have said like Breath of the Wild has ruined a lot of games for me for that reason in a positive way, because it's like you said, like just all the different things that the openness, the true openness of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. It's just nothing like I've played before, and Tears of the Kingdom just took it up 15 notches, and it's just like, oh my god, like it's so good. Like as much as I enjoyed playing Miles Morales, that's like I don't have a PlayStation, I got computer, so I can only play those games when they come out later. But I played Miles Morales, and I was like, dude, like this is a great game, but like it's still nothing. You can't touch Zelda to me, And I played Horizon on PC as well, and it's like can't touch Zelda for me. It's like
those games you're playing more for the story, not really for the open exploration.
Yeah, and I don't care about story at all.
See, that's like a big thing for me, huge thing for me.
The one thing about Tears of the Kingdom that I did not like, and this isn't a spoiler, not a big spoiler, but they do the same 4 cutscenes.
Right.
Oh yes,
that was the worst. Like,
why?
One of the most disappointing things about that game was the fact that they just simply reused those cutscenes. It's like, dude,
and like, come
on.
Do you like think about it though? Think about how easy it would have been.
Excuse me.
All you would have had to do is record another one for each one. That one could have been the first one, depending on where you went. And then each one could have had their own other one if you didn't go there first. You know what I mean? Didn't even have to be in order, like at all. It would have taken
Wild.
no more time.
Didn't do that, right? Breath of the Wild didn't have.
No,
fours.
because once you beat the Divine Beast, the champion came down, and you had the little conversation with them or whatever, and then they gave you your thing, and no, it wasn't the same. They had like it was completely different.
Yeah, those were short interactions with the champions, but they were definitely way more unique of an interaction than what you got in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was kind of the same thing, but not
if
really.
I had a gripe, that would be my gripe with that game.
I think that was one of Geeb's biggest gripes too. We did a members only spoiler podcast about it a couple weeks ago, actually last month, and that was definitely
and also
something that was brought up.
The fake ending annoyed me too, like after you do the 4 spots, you have to go.
Somewhere, there's like a
yeah, I'm almost done. I'm done the 4.
I know, and I thought the same thing. I was like, all right, here we go. Oh, nope. And I want to talk about something about that game real quick before we move on to Mortal Kombat. We'll get to that, but I am not a huge fan of the depths. I seem to be one of the only people who's not, but I don't like it. I don't like going down there. It's stressful. It's dark. I don't enjoy it down there at all.
It's because you're a baby. You're a big baby.
There's
boy.
good stuff down there. I mean, I got some good armor whenever I went. I finally manned up and went down there and started exploring a little bit. And I got armor with lights on it now, so that's cool. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. Maybe once I get everything open and I can actually see where the hell I'm walking, I'll feel a little bit better about it. But man, I am just.
Have you done many caves, Drip?
Yeah, I've done a decent amount of caves.
You need to go to caving. That's like the key to the depths is going caving, so you can grab a bunch of light seeds, whatever those things are called.
I have a bunch. I use
and you
them.
go down there. You just pick your direction and just go that direction. Traverse whatever way you chose. Okay, that's what you chose. I gotta fly over here. I gotta whatever it is. Just choose a direction. Throw your seeds. Find a light route. And the best part is not that I haven't finished it yet, but once you find all the light routes, my fiance has it, and watching her looking at the depths all lit up and everything, it's awesome. Then that's when it really opens up, is because it's all visible. We don't gotta worry about light routes. So that's what pick a direction, light it up, get the light routes, and enjoy.
It's also, if you found a shrine on the surface level, there is a light route like right under it. So if you are looking for light routes,
mark the shrine.
Go to a shrine.
Yeah, that's kind of been my method. I'm almost there. I'm trying to get all the shrines. So then after I get all the shrines, it makes the depths much more easy. So I'm avoiding the depths for now, so I can get the rest of the shrines, and then it just makes it easy. Mark where the shrines are. It's where the light routes are. What isn't easy, not a good segue. What isn't easy on the eyes is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1 dropped for the Switch. And I don't know, Johnny, I feel like you may have been the guy who put it on, at least for me, put on the radar about Mortal Kombat.
I think I was. I don't know. I'm going to take credit for it.
Like, you're the guy. You're the guy.
I saw you on other people's videos.
Yeah.
Like other people's videos talking about it. They took pieces of your video. I was like, there's that's the guy that's coming on the podcast. I know that guy right there. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Saw him. I just saw this whole video, actually.
I think
the real thing.
I think Drip and I would just like you to kind of tell your perspective of your side of the story. What happened? Just tell us what happened with all that.
Okay, so I wasn't going to buy it on the Switch because I'm like, this is I played Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch and I thought it was not great.
It was not.
I actually made a video and I called it like the worst port on the Switch. But then I'm like, I have this unique opportunity to spend more than I should have. It was I had to get the premium edition, like the $110 one, because that is it had the early access.
Jeepers
and I'm like,
creepers.
this is only gonna work if I get it out early. So I decided to buy the premium edition, and then that night I made like a off-screen footage little video, and it blew up. It got like, I don't know, close to 1 million views on TikTok. I'm like, all right. And I don't know if you know this, but TikTok has a program that if you make a video longer than a minute, they pay you more ad revenue.
Didn't know
I
that.
did not know
Okay.
that.
So I'm like, all right, this worked. I'm gonna make a longer video, and that's when it like really popped off. Like I showed actual gameplay, like captured straight from a capture card,
Right.
and so I posted like a minute long video that got picked up on Twitter. It got 7.2 million views on Twitter.
Oh man, on Twitter?
On Twitter, and like
That's wild.
What was crazy is like I was getting DMs like, "Hey, did you see?" Because it wasn't my tweet. I'm like, "Hey, did you see this?" I'm like, "Nah." I got like probably 5 or 6 DMs just saying, "Hey, you see this is going on?" I'm like, "No." And then even like I went to work, and I don't work in video games. I'm a tax accountant by day, so it's just a business building with a bunch of business people.
Why is that so mysterious? Like, are you Batman? Are you lying to us?
I'm the accountant. You know, you ever see that movie, The Accountant? That's who.
Yeah.
That movie's based off me.
Yeah. Johniibo.
But I went to work like
fuck your day up.
that day or the day after, and this one guy's like, "Hey, I got to show you something." And people don't know I make content at work. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's my biggest fear. Is somebody outside of my inner circle finds out what I'm doing.
like, is this you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then it was going around, and then IGN made an article saying like Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch is terrible, and they used my tweet, my actual tweet that didn't get 7 million views, but I appreciate that they used my tweet.
Yeah, that is nice of him. That's nice of him.
So then everybody is talking about how bad it looks. And meanwhile, I'm getting like millions of views everywhere. I'm getting thousands of comments everywhere, and they're all gaslighting me. They're all like, "I don't know what's wrong with your Switch, but it doesn't look like that." And
yeah,
I'm like,
it does.
"Bro, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like capturing this right from my Switch. I don't know what to tell you."
I have a theory. This
look
is
like that.
vertical video, correct?
Yeah, it's vertical video. It probably is compressed a bit.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. It gets worse once you up. Even the capturing process isn't exactly what the Switch can do.
Yeah, but still, it's not. You can still get an idea. They are gaslighting you. Fuck.
They are gaslighting.
That's some
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. So they were. So many people are like, "That's not what it looks like." So I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna download it on a different Switch because I have multiple Switches, so I can do that."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Nah, it looks like that." And then like IGN was pretty much reiterating the fact like, "No, it looks this terrible." And then even like Ed Boon, I don't know, he must have seen like my videos. I'm gonna tell myself that, but Ed Boon,
he totally did for sure. He did.
Ed Boon's like, "Sorry, about how bad the port is.
He was specifically talking to you.
Sorry, Johnny."
Yeah.
But now it's out out of early access. It's been a couple weeks.
Right.
I don't know if it's been patched. I haven't checked in a little bit, but I think
Switch Corner did say in the chat earlier that it was actually patched and looks a little bit better now. But
there's only so much you can
I
do.
don't know.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, even if you get it up to what Mortal Kombat 11 was, that's still terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Mortal Kombat 11 wasn't. I don't think Drip or I even.
I own Mortal Kombat 11.
No,
I did buy it like day one.
Mortal Kombat 1.
No, I didn't buy it because I know what Mortal Kombat 11 looked like.
Right. Yeah, and I picked up Mortal Kombat 11 for literally 50 cents. And I'll tell you how I did it.
Now that's what it's worth.
It was on
Perfect
sale
deal right there.
for $10, and I had $10 of coin on the eShop. So I was like,
yeah,
well,
on the Switch.
Yeah, so I was like, after tax, it'd be 50 cents. I'm like, I mean, I guess I'll buy for 50 cents. But it wasn't even worth my 40 gigabytes on the system memory.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't even worth it.
Mortal Kombat 1 is like 40 gigabytes.
Yeah, I don't even think it's on my Switch right now because it's just not worth the keeping on there. Like, it's fun. I like fighting games. I love Mortal Kombat 2, but like, I'd rather bust out the PlayStation 1, which is what I used to play Mortal Kombat on back in the day. I'd rather do that than play Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch. Or, to be honest, or any platform. I'm just nostalgic for Mortal Kombat like that. But especially because the way it looks on Switch, it looks fine. If that was the only thing I had to play, I'd be happy. But as far as like looking at it, especially when you talk about Mortal Kombat 1, we'll go back to that. Mortal Kombat 1, for the price that it is and the product you're getting, like people are like, well, what do you expect? You're buying it on Switch, you should know, which is true. But at the same time, if they're going to charge you $70, they should give you as close as physically possible to the experience that they're going to charge other platforms. If they're going to charge $70, that's what I feel.
How much did you say you paid for it? 100.
Yeah, 110. Yeah,
it's just
I get the DLC. You know, I get the DLC.
Yeah, well,
that's
never mind.
But no, that is what annoyed me the most, because like they're charging $70 that they're charging on PS5 and Xbox Series X, because this is only on PS5 and Xbox Series X and I think PC. It's not on PS4 or Xbox One, so it's a next gen or a current gen, whatever you want to call it, title, and they're charging the same price, and it is not the same experience. Like not just the graphics, the load times are horrible.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's. God, I'm sure
it's the definition of bad experience, not just graphics. The whole process of the game is just not a good experience.
Does it run? What's the frame rate like?
It's supposed to be
variable.
60.
It's variable. It'll be.
Yeah, it's not 60.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like the excuse they give for it looking so shitty. It's like, oh, well, it's a fighting game. We have to have it 60, and it's actually not 60.
Right.
Yeah. We're winning all over the board here. We're doing really great with this.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is don't buy it for $70. It's got to go on sale.
Oh yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11, like you said, went on. Like, you probably could have got it for $5 at some point.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I made a wise. If you're making content off of it and you're trying to make money, like I made a wise financial decision to do it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But I do not recommend anybody else doing that. But that was a fun ride. It was a fun ride.
You're gonna have another one. You have another one. See, it seems like you got this stuff figured out. Like I said.
Well, Borderlands 3 comes out on Friday.
And you're already licking the chops for that.
Already eyeballing that one,
Detective Pikachu's low hanging fruit.
Oh, it sure is.
No, okay, let's talk about that for just 1 second. I do want to talk about that because I'm actually excited to play that game. I want to actually play the game. I know it looks like shit. I will be the first to say it looks terrible, like really, really bad, especially for the the whole Pokemon thing. Just that's a whole rabbit hole. I don't want to get even down.
We've done it only
podcast,
1,000 times in this podcast.
The fact that the games that they put out, that Game Freak puts out, look the way they look. And I don't even know if Game Freak even doing this. Probably not.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter.
The highest grossing entertainment franchise, it shouldn't look like that.
There's absolutely no reason for it. And I've given them passes for a while. We've talked about this, but at this point, it's like, come on. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because you give it to Bandai Namco, and then you get Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap, and that looks fucking gorgeous. It looks so good. I mean, it can be done. Pokemon, believe it or not, can actually look good on a Nintendo Switch screen. You just can't give it to Game Freak to have them do it. Or whoever the hell's doing.
Their developers only know how to make handheld games. Like, they don't know how to make HD.
I mean, then you're going to have to get some new developers, I think, at some point here. And that was like the thing for a while. It's like, yeah, they're just used to doing the 3DS and the DS, and it's like, okay, Sword and Shield, give you a pass. Give you a pass there.
My
then
apologies.
we just keep going, and it's the same shit. I mean, how long do they get that pass? It's ridiculous.
Have you played the DLC for Scarlet and Violet?
Absolutely not. No, I didn't even buy Scarlet and Violet. No.
I mean, I have. I enjoyed Scarlet and Violet for what it was, but going back to it, oh man, we need that. We need that Switch 2 real soon.
Oh boy,
we needed it last year, but it's fine. It's coming. What next week? Right? Next week. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
The Super Mario edition is actually the Switch 2. They just haven't.
Oh, that's it.
Told us yet.
Yeah, I like that. How they went with red for the new console. I think that's good. I think that shows. They're really going back to the roots of just the logo. I like that. It's good.
I don't know. I want to talk about Detective Pikachu real fast again, just a little bit, because Drip, you said something a little harsh there. You said it looks god awful terrible, and
it looks bad.
I don't want to say it looks god awful terrible. What I would say, I should say, is
I think you're being nice now.
you haven't even heard what I said yet. I could have said that something's horrible.
You said it doesn't look god awful, so you're being nice.
I just watched Nintendo Life put out a review today, and I watched the review on YouTube, and it was interesting because I saw the 3DS game capture, and obviously when you compare it to 3DS, it's like, oh yeah, it looks fantastic. But that's the point I want to make is it looks like a straight up remaster or remake of that original 3DS game. Just like basically take the same exact shadows, colors, lightings, visuals, and just clean the jagged edges up and bump the resolution. Right. There's no exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like there's not even any shadows. Like it's just like paper mache Pokemon. Detect Pikachu drinking coffee, smoking a cigarette. Like, it's so weird. They just cleaned the edges, and then that was it. Like, here's the game. It's high resolution, clean edges, and nothing else has changed. It's like, what are they doing? Like, I know what they're doing. They're making money. That's what they're doing. They're making money.
It's going to sell 10 million copies.
But it's so frustrating that they're still able to do that.
I mean, I'm buying it this Friday. Like, what? I haven't pre-ordered. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. We've seen that too, though. What was it? What was that Monster Hunter game? Generations Ultimate that they brought from the 3DS to the Switch. That actually looked pretty damn good for a 3DS game that they ported over.
Yeah, they reworked that whole game though. I mean, like that.
I don't know. Okay, all I'm saying is,
but that's Capcom. Like Capcom somehow works its magic. Like Monster Hunter Rise, I don't know how that game works. It's flawless on the Switch.
Right. Not only does it look great, it runs fantastic, and the big kicker, the thing that really, really surprises me is it runs absolutely perfect online. No problems.
Yeah.
It's like one of the only games. What, that and Mario Kart. That's it.
Yeah.
It runs so great.
How is that Mortal Kombat online? Did you even give it a chance online?
I tried.
How is it?
So like
how much worse is it?
The frames are about maybe 10 FPS at times.
Perfect,
like it really chugs.
Oh no, that it's supposed to be. That's the harder difficulty settings. That's all. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not good at Mortal Kombat or fighting games in general. I'm just gonna blame it. I haven't won a match online. I'm just gonna blame it on how bad the Nintendo Switch is.
Yeah, it's the frame rate, it's the games. Definitely not you. I agree fully.
I do want to. This is like weird timing, but the Batman trilogy got delayed.
Right.
Yeah. And I wonder why.
They probably saw all the smoke that Mortal Kombat was catching. Like,
because that's WB Games too, right?
What?
That's WB Games too, right?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Same people. Wonder why they were like, well, you know what? Let's actually hold the fuck on for a second.
Make another video on this, dude.
Dude, they're worried about you now.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get a free copy of their game. So that's.
I can tell you right now, they definitely hit the bell on your YouTube channel for sure. They definitely hit the bell for sure. They need to know what the hell you're talking about. There's no question. But yeah, that is interesting. That is delayed now, but it's delayed till what? December,
yeah.
How much more work are they going to do on it from now till December? Let's be real here. Is that even enough time to actually put it out in a presentable state? If it's that bad, it can't be that bad. These games are so old; they can't be that bad, right?
I mean, I guess Arkham Knight is probably the one that they're worried about the most.
That was on PS4, right?
PS4, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe. Good God!
But Arkham Asylum and City should be fine. Like they were 360 games, so they should be fine.
They should be.
They should be.
Part of me wonders if they were delayed because it's the same company and they're getting all the flack for Mortal Kombat. I wonder if they didn't put enough time into the trilogy, and maybe that's why push it back 2 weeks. Maybe we'll scrub some things, clean the edges a little bit. Maybe I don't know. Part of me wonders that that's part of the reason why.
I mean, it's coming out at a terrible time too, though. Like you have to deal with Mario. a week later, Detective Pikachu this week. Like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
many people are
that's-
buying that.
No. And well, I mean, I know Jeebs is gonna buy it. Geeb is gonna buy it when it comes out. I know he is, but I own all those games like 500 fucking times at this point. I have them everywhere. I've got them on PS5. I mean, I've got them on Xbox. I've got them on the Steam Deck. I got them on Steam for like, I don't know, the whole trilogy for like $5. I was like, yeah, I mean, yes. I can only play one of them on the Steam Deck, which kind of sucks, but
Right.
I mean, you know, if I ever want to play them on PC, they're there. I don't know. It's cool that they brought it to Switch. I feel like they're just like 2 years, 3 years too late on this one.
I made a video about wanting to port those games to the Switch like months ago, maybe even like a year ago. So yeah, they're watching my stuff.
They are. They've.
So
they've
what do you
hit
guys
the bell.
want? What WB stuff do you want?
I don't know. I don't know. No, I mean, if they can't put it out in a decent fashion, I don't want them to do anything. I think we need to. Maybe you need to start making videos about how they need to just save everything for the Switch too. Just give up. Give up on the Switch right now. Give it some time, and then we'll deal with the Switch 2 stuff.
Well, there's also rumors that Gotham Knights is going to be coming.
Yes,
to the Switch.
I did see that. Which, okay, yeah, I actually said something about that in my last video, which it's kind of confusing because that's another one that they canceled the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One version. So there is no lower version, but that's another game that they're saying is coming to the Switch. If it's not the cloud version, like, what is that going to look like? Because I haven't played the game, but from what I'm told, it doesn't play or run very well on the other
It
platforms.
runs 30
does it?
FPS. It's fine. The Switch can
Is it?
run that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it can. It can. Sometimes
Just
it can
because
do that.
you can port something to the Switch, maybe you shouldn't.
Well, and I think a lot of it comes down to how much money you actually want to put into it, too. How much
Right.
time are you going to pay people to get it right is really what I think it comes down to. Because you see these ports that are like, what was that one? Years ago, that space game.
Space Jam?
No Man's Sky.
No, not No Man's Sky. It was before that. I think it was a Bethesda game.
I don't know.
Oh, Outer Worlds.
Outer
Oh,
Worlds.
yeah.
That was an absolute, man, I was so excited that was coming to Switch. I stayed up till midnight and I sat right over there on that couch and I was the most disappointed man on the planet at that point. Like, wow, this is just
Oh no!
it
I own
was
that.
awful.
And it runs trash. Yeah.
And,
But,
well,
like,
and they
there are
didn't do
some
anything to
really-
it. They just stripped it down. They didn't actually
Yeah.
like optimize
And that's
it for
what
the
Mortal
Switch.
Kombat
They
did.
just
Like-
took stuff out.
Yeah.
They just I remember when you would have different versions for different platforms, right? You would have
Yeah.
like Call of Duty 4 was on the DS. It was a
Yeah.
completely different game than what it was on the other
Excuse me.
platforms, but they actually, they put some effort into getting something that works for that console.
Yeah. Well, even the same thing. Call of Duty's. I mean, they came to the Wii. They were completely
Yeah.
different, but
Yeah.
they worked.
There's a exact reason why they didn't do a Nintendo Switch version of that game. They don't do that very often for Switch. If I can't think of any games actually that there's a Nintendo Switch version outside of like Minecraft. And I think the reason that is because they don't want you to see the Switch as its own thing, even though it's a hybrid and it kind of is its own thing. They want you to feel like, as the customer, hey, same games you can get on, well, not really anymore, especially these days, but the same games you can get on PS4, PS5, Xbox, you can get on Switch too. It's not a handheld. We want to make sure that you know that this is not just a handheld. We're supporting this game for handheld and console. So I don't think they want that. Not that it's stigma, but they don't want that on them. Like, oh, the Nintendo Switch version, because then it makes it feel like the console is lesser. That's my theory of why they would do that. But if they would have done that for Mortal Kombat 1, or any of these ports that are terrible on the Switch, it would have made the game exponentially better and a better experience for the customer. Because, listen, if they just would have made this game less for the sake of performance, so it's more fun, instead of a minute plus load times and the awful screenshots that we're seeing out there and the gameplay of low res and the textures, that it's just ridiculous. Like, they should have made a Nintendo Switch version of this game. It would have been so much better.
Well,
Or charge me less. Like, don't charge me.
That's it.
$70.
That's it.
And I was getting there too. It's like that's the main reason why they don't want to make a Nintendo Switch version is because then it's perceived as lesser. Therefore, you charge you less. They don't want to charge you less. They want to charge you for the full game.
If it looks the way it looks right now, yes, charge less. If you want to take time and make it run the right way, like I always use this game as an example just because it when it came out on the Switch, and even now it's even better because they pushed updates to it. The Witcher 3, they actually took time and made that run on the Switch the way it should run, the best that they could do. They really, you could see, like, that was made. They tore that game down and built it back up the way it needed to be built to run on the Switch correctly. If you're gonna do that, fine, charge $70. If it is up to par, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna throw shit out there, don't charge. It's fucked up, man.
Some really good ports out there. Like I do think there are some games like No Man's Sky. I think that's a pretty good port.
I haven't played it, but I heard it is. I heard it runs really well on the Switch.
Near Automata, which is an action, like that runs really well. So they just don't care about that port. I'm assuming. This might be a big assumption, but they probably have a deal with Nintendo, like moving into the next platform, saying, "Hey, we'll put these games on the Switch now, and then you'll get updated versions,
better versions later." That's possible, because I mean it's got to be something like that. Because when you look at it, 130 million units sold. It's not like you put your game on this system and it's not gonna sell. Right. That's not a problem. So it's not like it's like, ooh, well, we don't know. We don't even know if we should put money into it because what if it doesn't sell? Like, it's going to sell. It's going to sell. So I don't know. You're probably right. There's probably some backdoor deals going on, and it's all for the Switch too. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Help if Mortal Kombat 1, it comes to the next console, I better get a free upgrade. Like, I better not be paying $70 for the Nintendo Switch 2 copy.
Johnny.
We actually just had a big conversation about that about 3 weeks ago. I have big fears about that, and Nintendo specifically. I have
no backwards compatibility. I'm just gonna buy the deluxe versions. And what sucks is I'm gonna do it. I bought a Wii U. I own all of those games on the Wii U, and I bought them all again on the Switch.
That was my big thing to Geeb. I was like, dude, we're talking about the company that literally resold their entire library for more than they charged on the previous system.
Yeah.
They just did that.
We made Funky Kong, all right? You got Funky Kong.
Oh, and yes, that surfboard. Definitely worth 60 now, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, Johnny, this was a great conversation. And if you're down, Drip, that's one thing we forgot is to figure out what game we're gonna play. But I think if you're down, Johnny, we're gonna play a game. Hit the music, Drip. Press that button. That's right, Johnny. So if you didn't know, when we have guests on, we like to play a little game because it's fun. And you've been so awesome. I figured why not throw this on the spur of the moment thing for you, and let's play a little game. I think our last guest was Shibby, and we played. What was the game? What do we call that game, Drip?
That's the game we stole from Jimmy Fallon.
I mean, we have a couple games that we call them the game we stole from Jimmy Fallon game. And we could play that one, but I feel like it might be a little easier spur of the moment to play the dad joke game.
Do you want to do some dad? I don't have any dad jokes. I'm not ready for this.
I thought you had the app. Did you not get the app?
App? You have an app?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You had
we
dad
talked
joke
about
app?
this. Yes, I do.
No, I don't have an app.
The last time we played the dad joke game, I told you, look, I got an app.
Hold on. We're doing dad jokes? Okay, hang on. I'm not prepared for this. We should just do this in the after show. I think this is
You want to play the game in the after show? You're going to do that to the audio listeners like that? You do them dirty like that?
Yep. Audio listeners, if you want to see the game, you should come over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to that so you don't miss
I feel like
things
we're gonna
this
do 3 dad jokes, 3 each. And you're a dad. I'm not a dad. You're a dad. You should be able to come up with 3 dad jokes, okay? You'd get your dad card rescinded if you couldn't come up with 3 dad jokes.
All right, we're doing it here. Fine.
We are. So Johnny, if you want, in the after show you can participate with us, but I guess because we'll give you some time to think of some or look some up, whatever you want to do. But you'll just be our judge. What we're gonna do is Drip and I will give you dad jokes to hear in the actual episode, and you're gonna tell based off your reactions. If we both suck, we both lose. You can do that too. But whoever has the better dad joke, you just let us know who has the better dad joke, and that we'll do 3 each. How about that? Okay.
Are we not doing the? We have to try to make him laugh.
Well, yeah. If whoever he laughs more at, or
try not to laugh.
I'll try not to laugh.
Yeah, make it really awkward. Okay. Drip, I'll go first, seeing as I have an app that's gonna do it for me. Let's see here. I'm gonna go for it. I did not pre-read the joke, but here we go. All right. I finally bought the limited edition thesaurus I've always wanted. When I opened it, the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I am.
Did I tell you I've been golfing a lot lately? Did I tell you about that? This summer, been golfing a little bit. I've been taking extra socks with me though, in case I get a hole in one.
Do we both lose?
Oh, no. I'm gonna go with the hole in one on that one. I like that.
That was a better joke. I laughed at that one.
I feel like my delivery was there too.
I'm trying to not give it away. Yeah.
That was a rough delivery on my part because there was so many words. I'm like, dude,
that was a long one. That was a long.
And I didn't pre-read it, so this one's much shorter. I can do this one. All right. Headline: Cartoonist found dead in home. Details are sketchy. I heard that. Go ahead, Drew.
Got a Halloween joke for you. So a skeleton walks into a bar, right? He says, "Hey, bartender, I'll take a beer and a mop."
I feel like I heard that one before, though.
Excuse me.
It is good, but I'm
not original. I'll admit, not original.
Who's the winner, Johnny?
Let me go with you on this one because I've heard the skeleton joke before. That is,
I'll
a
take
good
it.
one.
I'll take it. I thought my delivery was pretty good. I gotta say,
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
good delivery. I improvised on it as well. Last joke. I made a mistake, Johnny. You know what my mistake is? I lost my fiance's audiobook. And now I'm never going to hear the end of it.
So you know I'm a big NASCAR fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I learned the other day, I was really curious about this. You know, everybody wants to know, like, how do they use the bathroom while they're in there? Like, all kinds of questions about what you do before the race. And I wonder, like, what do they eat before they go race? And they don't. They fast.
Oh, no.
I'll go with the
button did you
NASCAR one.
hit?
I'm gonna go with the NASCAR
Thank you
one.
for that. Thank you.
Well, we're not best friends, Johnny.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Listen, they're not my jokes. They're the app's jokes. It's not.
Listen, dad jokes are supposed to be bad. They're supposed to be bad.
They were all equally bad. Is that?
Well, I guess I was too
Yeah.
good. I was too good.
Yeah.
The jokes were too good. That's why I lost, because they're supposed to be bad, right?
How do you get a squirrel to like you? Act like a nut.
Okay, Drip, you can shush your shenanigans over there. We all know you won. But for now, we're going to sign off here, guys. Johniibo, if you guys have not followed Johniibo, please do so. He's over on TikTok. He's over on YouTube. He's over on X. I'm sure he's maybe on Threads one day if he's not already there. He's on everything. Go check out Johniibo. That is It's on his face, right there. It's on his head. Johniibo, spelled right there. It's a beautiful hat. But guys, links are down below. Go click the links in the chat to check out Johniibo. But for now, guys, we're gonna thank you, Johnny. Thanks for coming on, and this is much fun. Much fun indeed.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I haven't checked.
It was a blast.
Awesome. I had not checked the Phillies score, but we'll do so in the after show. And don't tell me.
I can tell you. Do you want to be spoiled?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah. In the after show, in a second. For us. But for those of you audio listeners and YouTube guys, we'll see you guys next week. Drip, fade that music out.
Yeah.
I messed up that. I messed it up.
It's going. Hold on. It's going. It's going.
I know. I messed up the outro. We'll see you guys next week.
It's gone. See ya. Perfect. Nailed that.
Damn. I usually wait
I
till
forgot,
you.
I forgot
well, I know,
to,
but it's my fault.
I forgot the music. That was my fault.
I should have reminded you. It's okay. We're all good. And here we go. Come back coming back to the after show. Here we go, guys. We're in the after show.
We're here.
Yeah, Johnny, anytime you need to cut out, feel free. I mean, I want to cut off pretty soon because for obvious reasons here. You want to give me a little drum roll, Drip? Because Johnny's about to tell me the score of this game.
I don't have a drum roll.
What inning is it? What inning are we in?
It is the 5th inning.
Okay. And Nola's on the mound tonight, and
Nola's on the mound.
I gotta be on. I'm hoping he did good. He's doing good, but he's
still on the mound. He's still on the mound.
My fear is that he's having a very Nola night and gave up like 4 home runs. This is my fear.
He has given up 0 home runs.
Oh, that's okay. I think I know where this is going then. What is the score?
I might have just. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx it.
Yeah, right. It's all your fault if it's downhill from now.
No. I did not just jinx it. He just rolled over a double play. So
there you go. Okay. All right, what's the score?
It is 3-0 Phillies right now.
How many hits have they got?
JT Realmuto hit a solo shot
very
last
nice.
inning.
Classic JT, can't hit with runners on base.
But he hit a home run at home, so
there you go. That's a positive.
That's
are the Marlins like having
dad joke in the chat?
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Phillies. Come on, they got any hits.
Mega Mod. How do celebrities stay cool? They have many fans.
You gotta play the crowd noise. Drip. That was he set you up for the one that cheers. You blew it.
The laugh.
You
laughed.
You blew it.
What?
That was the perfect setup for you to play your fan cheering noise that we play.
I did that for the Phillies. I played the ha 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 for the joke.
Okay, whatever.
More fitting.
Fine. Cool. So we'll hang out for another 5 to 10 minutes or so because I do want to cut this one short so we can so Johnny and I can really watch the game.
Also, Adam is in the chat. He also says that my beautiful Mountaineers are 4-1. Yes, they are. Mountaineers are 4-1.
College football.
I can never get into college football.
Yeah, it's us.
I feel like there's
us East Coasters.
no
we got
defense.
We also have our spoiled with sports where we're at. I mean, there's so many professional.
Yeah,
sports
we don't
everywhere.
have like professional sports in West Virginia. We only have the Mountaineers. That's all we have.
You get to cheer for the Commanders.
There's the Commanders or the Pittsburgh. Everybody here's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm just like, no, no.
I am a Phillies fan. For those in the chat,
Mega Boyd, he's from the Philly area, just like me.
Yeah,
we bonded on Twitter.
I'm a Fairweather fan. I've been a Philly sports fan my whole life. I've been with them since they were terrible for 99% of my life, and now they're just decent.
Yeah, there's a lot of at least when I was a kid, there was a lot. It was very popular. It was popular to be against the home teams. It was very popular. I don't know what your experience was.
My sister's a Cowboys fan.
One of those motherfuckers.
And I don't know how.
The worst Cowboy fans are the ones that are from Philly. It's like, what are you doing? You're just trying to be the opposite.
Yeah, you're just being different.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question. Have you guys have you heard the rumor about butter?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna spread
Something
it.
about spreading it.
Your brain was a churning trying to figure out that punchline.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you. Back with another one. Right back at me. That's cool. Sorry. Go ahead. Phillies.
No,
I
we're
must
good.
say, your backgrounds are very, very nice.
Oh, thank you.
See, is that a Wii U in the background?
You're talking about me, right?
Who it is?
Yeah.
That's the
Is it
special
on?
edition. Oh, it's on.
Oh, it's special edition because I specialized it. I took a black and white Wii U.
Yeah.
That was both of them were kind of in less disarray a little bit, and I kind of Frankenstein them together to make the panda that I love so much. I love me,
Does look nice.
my panda. Yeah, no, I love this thing. Again, so I didn't get into Nintendo till the Switch in 2020 with Breath of the Wild. That was like my first experience with Nintendo in over 2 decades since my Game Boy Advance. And ever since then, I've been like deep. Obviously, I've been into a podcast now. I mean, like I've been diving real deep in it, getting real deep. And I also picked up a Wii U to play a bunch of the old Zelda games. Like this is basically my Zelda machine right here. Got Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, the original Hyrule Warriors. I got Breath of the Wild on here. Like I put like Minish Cap.
It's gonna be real awkward when they port Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
They're never doing.
Don't
It's
give me
never
hope.
happening.
Just don't even talk
Drip and
about it.
Drip and I are big Zelda.
God,
Drip
that's
and
all I want. That is like the only
Yeah.
thing I want now. Like
Yeah.
I am with the Switch and the games that are. I'm good. Don't give me another new game. Don't need it. Just give me those 2 games. That's all I want. That's all I want. We're not getting it. It's not coming.
Wind
to the
Waker is
Switch.
probably my second favorite Zelda game, and I'm just heartbroken that I have a Wii U. It's hooked
Yeah.
up. I could play it right now, but I just don't want to.
Right.
Yeah,
I feel.
when
I
I
feel
do
you.
finally start streaming again, I think I was thinking about streaming Twilight Princess. Actually, that's my favorite Zelda game. That's my.
I actually came up with a little hack because I also don't want to play it on the Wii U. You know, I have it. I more or less wanted to collect them and own them because I'm like the biggest nerd of Zelda right now. But what I ended up doing was, are you ready? I illegally downloaded
You
the
pirated
Wind
them.
Waker. I'm a
Well,
pirate.
You
Arrgh.
terrible person. You're awful.
Only because
Cancelled.
It's
only
bad.
because I know at this point Drip and I've talked about this many times on the podcast. At this point, at this point, I know we're not getting them. If we were to get them, we would have already had them. Our last hope is like next
No,
year.
I think it's gonna be a Nintendo Switch / Switch 2 launch day release.
I mean,
I
if
hope
they're
s-
going to be on the Switch, I feel like it really just depends on when all this happens. If this really does happen, I don't know. There's been that whatever. I don't know. I've been trying not to even pay attention, but there's like some rumor like, oh, November or something. Like, oh, it might be this. I don't. If we hear about it in November and get it in March, we're not getting it on the Switch. Maybe it will be on the next one. But I mean, if it's like seriously next holiday, we're gonna have like 2 or 3 more directs before then. So
I have already come to.
possible.
I've already come to the resolution in my body and soul that we're just not getting them. It's just not happening.
well, let me ask you this: why don't eggs tell jokes? Because they crack each other up.
Oh no!
Boo. 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 Boo.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm awful.
Let me find a good one here. No, these suck. This is a bad app. We need a new app.
Where do boats go when they're sick? To the boat dock.
Well, Drip.
Sorry about
How do you
that
how do you
one.
make a
That was
tissue dance?
bad. You put a little boogie in
Put
it.
a little boogie in it.
Of course. That's a classic, man.
Yeah. By the way,
As a
did you
father,
guys
I
see?
believe I've told
Did you
my
guys
children
see
that one.
the bug mid podcast dive bomb my eyeball? Did you guys see
I
that?
saw you
Well,
over
yeah,
there
what
doing
happened there?
something. I didn't know what you were doing.
It,
but yeah,
a
I saw-
bug dive bombed my eyeball and it like yeah, and
I
I
saw
was
the
like
terror on your face when it
slapping my
happened. I
face.
didn't understand what was
I
going on.
I broke off my freaking nose piece on my glasses now too, so like they're sideways and it's bothering me, and I just wanted to
Did
share.
you just smack yourself in the face?
No, I did like a this, and like in
Oh,
doing
okay.
this, I pulled off.
Because I was
the-
going to say, I definitely missed that part.
No, I didn't
Gonna have
smack
to watch
myself,
the replay
no.
for that
I'm
one.
gonna go look for my nose piece after the podcast. I hate bugs getting in my face. It's the worst. Yesterday, I'm sitting on the couch back there, and a freaking spider, like a big boy, like not still a daddy leg, like a big boy, was crawling on my freaking thigh. I'm like, you bastard, get off me.
Good on that.
Very upset. Guys, you've been awesome tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's a Wednesday. We don't usually do it on Wednesday, so we got a little bit less of a turnout tonight. That's quite all right, though. We're hoping this one's a little bit more evergreen because it's an interview style episode. I may.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was
I really
great
enjoyed
fun.
this
It's great
episode.
fun.
I got to
See,
be
it's
honest.
bad.
This
There
was,
you go. I just made it go viral.
Yeah.
Piracy is bad. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, when you re-upload this, just make that the title with his
Piracy
face.
is bad.
We're good to go. We're good to go.
I mean, I'll consider
think
it.
This
You
guy
think I'm
again.
fucking around, but I'm dead serious. Do it and watch what happens.
I mean, listen, I might try it. Who knows, man? Because I was considering changing the thumbnail and title for the re-upload simply because, like, I knew this episode wasn't actually about Mortal Kombat.
Honestly, you should.
For fun. Why not for fun? That'd be funny.
I bet it would work. Hold on, listen. But what do you call a factory that makes okay products?
I don't know, Drip.
A satisfactory.
Giving you thumbs down. Although
Yeah,
it's a good dad. It's a good dad joke, but I'm just anti-dad joke in general. That's just my thoughts and feelings.
Dear Matt, grow up and solve your own problems.
I like that one. Excuse me, man. I can't. This is still in my body. We would have did this podcast last week, but man, something's going on with still to this point. Like, part of me is like, is it long COVID? But I didn't have COVID, so like I don't even know what is happening right now in my body.
Everything's COVID. Just,
It's all COVID, yes.
it's all COVID.
Basically.
I got a really bad hangover the other day, but it was definitely COVID.
I'm one of the unicorns that haven't gotten it yet. Like I just haven't gotten COVID yet.
Yeah, I got it. 2 Christmases ago. It was absolutely awful, but
Excuse me.
it's all right. Like I said, I had it the other day. That hangover was totally COVID. No question about it. No question.
I
about
love
that
that you
one.
messaged me Monday afternoon, and that was, I'm assuming you pretty much like were getting up after that point. That was like you
I
slept
was
the entirety
still-
of Sunday, is my guess.
No, Sunday was all bed. Yeah. I mean, I was up, but I wasn't doing things. Monday was, I mean, honestly, man. Yeah, it was, listen, the Mountaineers are 4-1, dude. We're really happy over here. We got a little excited after the game. You know, what can I say? We're just having some fun. Took it a little too far.
All right. Well, I'm sure Johnny, and especially me, wants to go watch this game. So
Yeah, you guys go do your thing.
we're
Go do your thing.
gonna sign off for now. We'll stay in contact, Johnny. You know, this was fun. Maybe we'll have you back on.
Yeah, it was a good time.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. If you guys, one more time, if you guys have not already followed Johnny, please do that. The link is down below for YouTube, and just search him everywhere else. He's making content once a day at least.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Sometimes
man.
when that video doesn't do well, I do 2 or 3 just to get a dopamine hit. You know?
Yes.
Dude, I know all about that, man.
I was gonna say this earlier. I
did.
did a short a day for a month plus. I think I did it for like just over a month. I don't know how you do it, because I gave up. I didn't give up on it. I just haven't done it, because I'm definitely gonna do it again, and not once a day, but I'm definitely gonna make the content again consistently.
It's just like it's just a
once a
habit
day
now,
is so
right? Like,
much. Yeah, but it's so.
I got to
much.
get in the habit, because I really do want to be able to. I do want to get my TikTok stuff going. I want to be able to stream on there.
Yeah.
I know
And
that
it
it's
has
something
opened
that
up,
would
like-
definitely help me.
It's opened up opportunities, so I feel like
Well, sure.
I'm not doing it for nothing.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get on that bandwagon. Trying to get into the wild, wild west, or these pirate ships, or whatever they are.
Don't say
I'm all
pirate.
about it.
Don't say pirate.
So I just got to keep making videos about how bad piracy is, and Nintendo will be like, "Oh, I like this guy. Let's send him some free stuff."
You know what I
like
can
that.
do? You know,
like
people upload videos all the time where they put like they have a title and thumbnail, then change it after it's uploaded for a little while. I could do that for. We'll just see what happens. I'll just put piracy is bad and put your face on there, Johnny. Have it there for like, I don't know, 6 hours and see what happens.
Everyone's gonna be like, "I know that guy.
That guy, not him again.
Damn it, he's back. He's back. Shit."
Man. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out, Johnny. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming on, dude. It's
Thank
much
you.
Thanks for
appreciated.
having me.
Chat, we'll see you guys next week, guys.
Later.